Alright, it is time for the first edition of the PGRaters Fastbreaks. What we do right here is we ask quickfire questions and we expect quickfire answers. That is all we do right here. And I am Kenny Bamidele. On the first edition, we're going to be having Falade. He is a basketball player in the Nigerian Men's Basketball League. Falade, how are you doing today?
Yeah, I'm good, Mr. Kenny.
Now, to the first question. Now, can you give me your top 3 shooters in the Nigerian Men's Basketball League? Top 3 shooters.
Top 3 shooters, then that's hard. But I think my first shooter in Nigerian Basketball League, I will go with Azoma, the 5-star general.
That's number 1?
Yeah, number 1, Azoma, the 5-star general.
Okay.
Then for 2, I will go with Jordan.
Okay.
Jordan of Bauchi.
Yeah.
He's also a great. Then number 3, I think I'll go with Mustafa.
Musti. Okay.
Yeah,
So Azoma, Jordan, and Musti. That is your top 3 shooters in the league. Now to the next question. This one will interest you. Which team is your toughest opponent ever? The toughest opponent you've ever faced?
The toughest opponent I've faced, I think, is Raptors. Yeah, the Raptors. 2016 Nigerian Basketball League in Abeokuta.
2016, that's 10 years ago.
Yeah, it was a very, very tough game. Very tough game.
Now,
I still remember, the game was very tough, but we won eventually. We won.
Okay. Now, let's talk about the toughest player you've ever faced. Who is that?
Toughest player I've ever faced was, I think, Dalu.
Who is that?
Dalu.
Okay. How was the experience playing against him?
Yeah, he's a great point guard then, I played against him a lot in Lagos. Even the game I played in Abeokuta, the Nigerian Basketball League, I played against his team, was also one of the point guard on the team, and the guy is, he's so good, he's good, and he's a very good point
guard. Now let's move into the funniest teammate. Which player would you say is the funniest?
The funniest player for me, I think I will go with Chibuzo. My teammate last season. We played together for Canopilas.
Yeah.
He's a funny guy off the court and on the court. He's a funny guy, He crack jokes a lot, and
Okay, that's good. So Chibuzo for you is the funniest player. Now let's talk about the player you respect the most. Which player would you say that this player I respect and so much? Who is that?
The player I respect so much is Umarin. Is it Umarin? No. I can't remember his name, bro. He plays for Warriors back then.
Okay.
He's a great player. He's a good player. I think he's not from Nigeria. He's from either Cotonou or one of the neighboring countries.
Which player would you say that in the Nigerian league they are so underrated? They don't get the flowers that they deserve. Which player is the most underrated in the league for you?
For me, I would say it's Sheyi Crosser. That guy, he's a great player. Sheyi, I played against him a couple of times. Played against him in different teams, Canopilas, Ibadan, a lot of tournaments, and the guy, I think, is due for a call-up for the national team call-up, because he's a great point guard. He has this vision of the court when you play with him. You always want to improve.
It's very good.
He's a great player.
Okay.
Very underrated.
Very underrated. All right. Thank you very much for that. Now to the next one. Well, the best ever player you've played with. The best player you've ever played with. Who is that?
Best player I've played with is Demola. We played together at the Rise and Shine Basketball League, Okay. He's also a great, he's full of energy, on and off the court. He's a great player. One of the best players I've ever played with. Demola.
One of the best players. That's really interesting though. But Demola is also one man that I think he's also played his part too in the league. Now let's move on to the next round. This one is quite spicy. You have to take a last shot in the game. Do you trust yourself to take the last shot or your teammate? You or your teammate?
Well, it depends on my teammates. If I have a better shooter on the team, I'll give it to a better shooter. Then if I'm a better shooter on the team, I'll take the shot. Or if I'm in a good advantage, okay, let's say I'm wide open, I'll take the shots.
So it's all about who the player is. If your teammate is a better player, the better shooter on the team, you give the ball to him.
Then you have to sacrifice the shot for him to shoot.
Well, that's very good. That's very, very good. And I mean, that's the spirit of the game. You know, that's the spirit of the game. Okay, let's take a look. Let's talk about this one, right? In one word, describe your game, your basketball game. Describe it in one word.
In one word, okay. I think energizing.
Energizing.
Because when the energy is there. I want to play. I want to improve. I want to play with my teammates and get better. So I think it's energizing.
Now, you've been playing in the league for over 10 years. Maximum respect to you, Falade. It's not been easy, despite the challenges that has been bedeviling the Nigerian Men's Basketball League. Now, how has it been for you playing in the last 10 years in the Nigerian Men's Basketball League?
It's been great. It's been great. I won't lie. It's been great. I've really learned a lot. Played with different teams. Played with Raiders. Played with the Raptors. Played with Kano Pillars. Played with a lot of teams. So I've really learned a lot. I played with great guys. I played with some veterans in the likes of Azoma. I played with him, and he's a great guy. He's a veteran guy. I've learned a lot from them and all. I played with Jordan too as well. He's a great guy. Some of the old OGs in the league.
Okay, this is the most popular question, most popular sporting question that is being asked in the last 10-15 years. Michael Jordan or LeBron James?
That's a tough question, but I think I'll go with Michael Jordan.
Why? Why Jordan?
He's the GOAT, LeBron is a great player, no disrespect, but I'll go with Michael Jordan. He's the GOAT. He has laid that foundation in the game, A lot of guys look up to him. Even LeBron James look up to him as well. So,
all right. I think we have to call it a wrap right now. Thank you so much, Falade, for joining me on the first ever edition of the PGRaters Fastbreak. Good having you, and thank you for sharing your takes when it comes to Nigerian basketball.
Very much. I really appreciate it.